Welcome back to my channel, The Fat Vegetarian. This is a really special video where I, myself, reached out to you guys, the Fat family, to ask me questions that you want answered while I am getting ready. Hence the reason a girl is in a shower cap, in a robe, and a girl smells all kind of funky. So let's get started with the first question. So the first question from the Fat family is from Scorpio 16. Her question is, what is the best washcloth or loofah for body exfoliation? So this right here is my favorite, the most greatest exfoliating washcloth you're ever going to use in your entire life. This is what I use to clean my body every single day. Take a little bit of this, you put it in your washcloth, and you just gonna scrub your body, y'all. Here's one that I already have open that I use, and you can see the texture is just, oh my god, oh. It's just so amazing to get all that nasty dead skin off of your body. I promise you guys, you're gonna have baby smooth skin if you start switching to these exfoliating body washcloths. Okay guys, a girl's about to get in the shower. This robe is making me really all kinds of hot and adding to the funk that's going on in this body. I'll be back with my routine. Okay guys, I am out of the shower. I am so fresh and so clean. Also, if you hear noise in the background, it's because I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with 18 million people and everyone happens to be lit and up at this exact moment. So, okay, let's take another Fat family question. This question comes from Deb's a Hottie. And Deb's question is, girl, I would love to know what cleansers, toners, and moisturizers you use. Well, Deb, guess what? You're in luck, girl. So to answer the first part of Deb's question about the cleansers that I use Tatcha. It's my favorite. I don't play. I have been using this deep cleanse forever, and I'm going to continue to use it. It is amazing. I wash my face in the shower, but girl, stay on the lookout because I will be doing a face wash routine. It's time to apply the toner, and this is Thyers. You can get this from Target, Walmart, Ulta, Sephora, I mean anywhere, okay? This is the witch hazel and lavender scent because a girl loves lavender. It is amazing for your hair and your skin, y'all. You're welcome. So anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and I'll put it on a cotton ball. I kind of go overboard just because it's important just to I don't even really know what toner does. I just know it's amazing. And so you're just gonna put it on. It's really easy, guys. Now that my face is nice and toned, it's time for the moisturizer. And guys, you can use any type of moisturizer. I happen to love Mario Babuso. I don't even know if I ever say his name right. Who cares? Just know it's amazing. This is the Moisture Magnet, and it is a SPF 15. I live in California, so you always want to make sure you have sunscreen on your face. I have really super dry skin. So that's why I use this Moisture Magnet because it just goes on so smooth, and it's also a really amazing primer. The Moisture Magnet can be used on all skin types. So if you've got dry skin, combination skin, oily skin, this is for you. I mean, just look at that moisture already, guys. Can you see that? Just look at that. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm already shining, and we haven't even got to the good stuff. It's really important though when you are applying makeup that you have a fresh face, but most importantly, a moisturized face, because that's what makes the makeup stick to your face for real. And also it protects your face. Okay, so it's time for another Fat family question. And this is gonna be a duo question. The first question comes from Pretty Nikki, and she wants to know about what primer I use. And the other question comes from a fly on the wall _ATL. He wants to know what are the best products for oily skin. So I have a little trick when it comes to primers. I use two. Because a girl has dry skin, I start with a base on top of my moisturizer. I use the Fenty Beauty hydrating primer. This stuff is amazing. And then I also, after that, I use the Pore Professionals by Benefit, their matte primer. I do this because, one, I'm always rubbing my face and I just need my makeup to stay on at all times. And then for two, I just love the look of matte. So a girl's gotta have moisturized skin and just bomb-ass makeup. Whew, look at that. Already, look at that. That skin is moisturized. So we're gonna let that sit for like 30 seconds before we follow up with the matte primer. Okay, so it's time for the matte primer. And this is fantastic for oily skin. This is answers the fly on the walls question. This primer right here is amazing. I'm actually almost out of it. I just ordered some more from Ulta, but it's not here yet, so. I just lost a lot of primer and I already don't have a lot left. So you just take about this much, because you don't really have to put that much on because I already have another primer on underneath it. Rub it in. And I love this primer because it really gets rid of your pores. Like, and I've got big pores and this just smooths it out. So as you guys can see, a girl has extreme dark under eye circles with lines and wrinkles and all of that jazz. So I got a little secret for you guys. This Tatcha Pearl is amazing. It's a tinted moisturizer. Guys, it is the perfect foundation to flawless concealer. Not only does this lighten your eyes, it also leaves the perfect like shimmer, like just amazingness, okay? Take little 3 dots. I'm kind of using a little bit too much. Don't use as much as me. It's supposed to be like a dot, dot, dot. So the trick is you pat it in first. Pat, 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 pat. And then you smooth. And you smooth. Pat, 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 and smooth. Bring it up on the eyelid. Get all of that, guys. All of that. Do you see? Look at that. You can already see that the under eye has started to disappear just by using a moisturizer. Okay, so I've got my under eye Tatcha moisturizer applied and my face is nice and primed. And a little secret that I have for you guys is while your primer is just setting and, you know, melting and marinating into your skin, go ahead and just let it sit, get dressed, and then come back and put your makeup on. I promise you, just that little adjustment in your routine is going to make all the difference with how your makeup looks and how it lays. Alright guys, I'm going to be back once I get dressed and put my lotion on. Okay guys, I am nice and dressed and nice and smooth like a baby. And it's time to put on my makeup. I have to get ready for a business meeting. Now that I've gotten into acting and, you know, in Hollywood and doing gigs, you start learning makeup tips. And one of the main things that I've learned is that contour is not it, okay? When you're on camera, that director does not want to see that contour because it doesn't look natural. You're all dark here. You're accentuating all of this and that. You know, you've got that under eye glow with all that highlighter. It's too much. You look like a light bulb, ladies. No. So this is going to be a makeup tutorial with no contour. And also, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where a lot of YouTubers are using 1 million products, 18 foundations, 30 brushes. That's not what this is going to be, okay? I use 1 concealer, 1 foundation, and 2 brushes. About 2 years ago, I went to Sephora and got introduced to Makeup Forever. This stick is a perfect match to my skin. That's the thing, guys. If you want to have a natural everyday look, you have got to make sure your foundation matches your skin. Do not be going around with no too light foundation or no too dark foundation because you look like a clown. And if no one in your life told you looked crazy, let me be the one to tell you, sis, stop. Stop. So I just put it on. I don't really have like a method to my madness. It just kind of goes around, do like a circle, and then I make sure to hit my under eyes first with the foundation, and then I go in underneath. Just like that. So now it's time for concealer. I have been using this NARS concealer for 100,000 years. This is it for me, guys. I will never change. Don't even try to suggest any other type of concealer to me because this is it. So it's time for another Fat Family question. And this question comes from Yolanda. And she wants to just know about an everyday makeup look because she hates wearing makeup and it's really hard to find something that's simple and easy. Well, girl, guess what? Let me tell you in luck, honey, because I am simple and easy and basic. Like I said, I do not invest in multiple foundations and brushes. That's just a waste of money. Seriously. Especially when it comes to auditions and stuff. Like, the casting director does not want to see that. They don't. They want you to be natural. So I do a triangle underneath my eyes, and I do this on top of my foundation because I found it just gives me a more natural look. And that's what we want, ladies. We don't want to look like we have makeup on. And you know how you do that? Don't put on a lot of freaking makeup. I'm running out of this, guys. I might need to open up my new one. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, we're back in business. Look at this fresh. Look at that new. That's when that new. That's that new. All right, so we're gonna come over here, and I always start right at my nose and make a triangle at the corner of my eye, just like that. Take a little bit more. And we're just gonna draw it right up underneath the under eye, just like that. We're also gonna go ahead and take some concealer, honey, and we're definitely gonna shape this nose. And all you do is just come right here. You just wanna, the whole point of concealer is just to conceal the darkness, right? We're gonna take my handy dandy stiffle brush that I got from e.l.f. Y'all, I love this brush. Now I know some people may think that e.l.f. is cheap because I believe this brush was like $8. I got it from Target. But I don't care. I love these brushes and I've used all kinds of them. I've used the expensive ones and this is still absolutely my favorite. So go ahead, sis, and pick you up an e.l.f. brush, okay? Don't have no shame in your game. So this is a stiffle brush, so that means instead of like going like this on your face, you're gonna go like this all the way around, and that's how you're gonna blend it in. And that's also what's gonna give you that natural flesh-like makeup look. Always, 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 always hit your eyelids, y'all. Do not forget your lid, and just pat. That's it. And look at that already. Can you already see? Already. Look at that. Look at that. Pat, 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 pat. Always, always, ladies, always get your hairline. Do not forget to do your hairline. You look a freaking mess when you got makeup all around your face and then you can see the difference from your foundation to your skin because you did not get that hairline. So go ahead. I purposely don't do my edges. As you can see, my edges look crazy until I'm done with my makeup. So it's time for the brow. This is my favorite eyebrow print in the world. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills. Y'all already know a girl loves this brow definer, okay? I don't play when it comes to this. I am so serious. And let's talk about our eyebrows for a minute, ladies. Stop walking around with caterpillars. It's not cute. I don't know why you think it's cute to literally have your eyebrow like this, but the first thing you see when someone looks at you is your eyebrows. And when they're like this, you look a freaking fool. Stop it, ladies. Stop. Keep it natural. And I'm about to show you how to do a very natural brow. You take the spoolie that comes on the end and you just brush. I brush up just because, as you can see, I don't have a lot of eyebrow, but it's naturally arched. So I just like to keep my natural arch and just give it a little bit of more volume by brushing up. Just brush up. Now, while I get my eyebrows together, it's time for another Fat Family question. And this one comes from the plainest Jane. And her question is, when did you start taking YouTube seriously? Your journey looks amazing. Well, first, thank you, sis. And also, I started, honestly, for real, taking YouTube seriously, I would say about 5, 6 months ago. That's really when I started being really consistent and coming up with content and starting to drop stuff weekly. Like I said, I already have a natural arch, so I just like to go lightly, just outline first. Just like that. Just bring it down a little bit. Nothing crazy. I'm actually going to bring it down a little bit more. Just about right there. That's where I usually like to let my eyebrows stop. And we're just going to fill it in. Just like this. Soft strokes, guys. Soft hair-like strokes. That's the key. As you can see, my eyebrows already starting to come and you can see the difference. And ladies, a little tidbit, your eyebrows do not have to be perfectly matched. They are cousins, not sisters. I'm sick of seeing YouTube videos where girls are like taking 100,000 years to get their eyebrow perfect. Sis, you ain't got to do that. It's natural. And you know what's not natural? Perfect caterpillar eyebrows. Because my eyebrows just kind of elevate naturally right here, this is where I start drawing my line first. Just like that. And now we're just going to fill it in. Remember guys, soft strokes. That's how you fill it in naturally. That's how you get it to look like actual hair and not like it's just painted on. Okay, all right, that looks good. I'm done. Now look at my eyebrows, y'all. Look at them. They look natural. They're not all crazy up here. I'm not looking like freaking Anthony Davis. They look like natural, non-caterpillar eyebrows. That's why it's important to get a quality eyebrow pencil and go with baby brush strokes to give you that natural look. Okay guys, it's time for another Fat Family question. And this is going to be another duo question because they're both about the eye makeup. So the first one comes from Miss Lauren Tomlinson. And she wants to know how to do the perfect eye flick. Sis, I don't know what that means. I don't know what an eye flick is. Sorry. Okay, so the next question is how to do a cat eye. And that comes from Miss Josetta. So this is the liquid eyeliner that I use. It's from Stila. I love it. It's the fine point. And I have a little trick. I don't go all the way around my eye because my eyes, as you can see, are already really big. And so the purpose of eyeliner is to either make your eyes look bigger or smaller. I want to make my eyes look smaller, so I never go all the way around my eye with the eyeliner. Here's my little trick, ladies. All you're going to do is you're going to start right here in the middle where your pupil is. You see it? You see it? You see it? Okay, all right. That side is done. Look how natural that looks. You can see that I've got a little something going on, but it's not too much. I hate too much. Just wanted to show you guys an up close of how far I go with my winged liner. Now that I'm done with my liquid eyeliner, I always follow up with this CoverGirl Smoky Eye. I've been using this seriously since it came out and it's been out for years. And now I always go into my eye and just go into my waterline and just fill it in. I don't do too much because I want it to be natural. And having black, smoky raccoon eyes is not natural. A girl is faithful, I mean faithful, to Mr. Marc Jacobs mascara. Because I'm always rubbing my eyes, I can't help it. This is the perfect mascara for a girl that just can't keep her hands off of her face. It doesn't smudge, ever. And it's waterproof. Okay, it's time for another Fat Family question when we put on our mascara. And this one comes from Scorpio 16. Girl, you get 2 questions answered, okay? And she wants to know, how do you avoid getting mascara on your eyelids? Because the girl has tried all angles and nothing's working for her. Well, guess what, sis? You're in luck because I got a little tidbit. There's 2 things that I do. Sometimes when I'm really lazy, I'll just leave the mascara on my eye and give it like a smoky look. I'll go back in with my eyeliner and just kind of smudge it in a little bit. That's if I'm being lazy. And then also, if I don't want to be lazy and I want to be like, actually have clean eyes, I just take a Q-tip and follow up with this number 7 makeup eye remover. It's really simple and easy, and it's going to give you that perfect non-mascara all over your eyelid look. So a steady hand is key. Now, I was an art major in school, so I do have a somewhat steady hand. But if you don't, it's okay, ladies, because all you gotta do is just go up. Just hit the line, and that's it. Nothing crazy. Shimmy it a little, give yourself a little extra to give yourself some volume, and that's it. Look at that. Look at that natural eyelash. Also, I'm not against fake false lashes. It just happens to be, now that I'm doing a lot of self-tapes and auditions, casting directors do not want to see you with no dang false eyelashes on, because it's not natural. They want you to look like you look in real life. Always just grab, ladies. Just grab. Start at the bottom and just grab. Go up. Shake it, shimmy it. Whatever you got to do to get that look, girls, do it by any means necessary. So, the next step is probably one of my favorites. It's time for blush. Guys, let's have a really quick conversation about how to put blush on properly. So there's the 2-finger rule. You take your 2 fingers on the side of your nose. You see how it's touching, where it doesn't touch? That's where your blush is going to end, right here. You better not ever see how your blush come right here, ladies. That's not natural. That's not cute. I mean, I guess blush technically isn't natural, especially if you're black, but whatever. I have been faithful to this Lacombe blush. I do not play when it comes to this. This is my favorite. It even has a little compact on the inside. Comes with a little brushy brush. Take a little dab, and I'm not even gonna pretend like I do a little. I literally go like this. Like, I get it all. Okay, that's probably too much. I'm being a little extra. Okay. Anyways. One more time, just in case you forgot. Right here, guys. Cheekbone, cheekbone. Make the fish face. And just like that, guys, you're just gonna go just like that. This blush is my favorite. It's a powder blush. Look how natural that looks. Look how bomb that looks. Let's do the other side. Remember, take it all. Get it all. Nike, what you doing? Coming in? They can't see you.
If you can't see me, that's fine. I'm just playing my game. If you can see, I'll have the controller. Alana, why do you look bald? You look bald. And what?
You look bald?
Yes.
Because I got a slick ponytail.
Alana, you're just making a video that you're cutting your hair for fun.
What? What I do is, to keep it a little bit more natural, is I take my finger just like this, and I put this, and I put it on my eyelid. Pat, 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 ladies. Always pat first and then rub. Always pat and then rub. Pat, 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 pat. Rub, rub, rub. And I just love it because it just gives it a very natural matching, like, cheek eyelid. I always highly suggest taking your blush and putting a little bit on your eyelid. And I always use my fingers when putting on the blush on my eyelid, just because it gives it like a natural look. And I am all about natural, if I haven't said that enough in this video. I take a little bit of the NARS bronzer, just a little bit. Take my finger, just like I said. You can see I've had this forever. Like, I use everything that I have for real, guys. Like, this ain't no, like, fake thing. She just got this stuff for this video this one time. No, like, I use this for real. And I just go back over the pink with this bronzer, just to make it look more realistic, because no one has pink eyelids, right? I want to tone it down. The very last step is your finishing powder. This is Laura Mercier, the translucent powder. I got it from Sephora. I don't know why I'm talking like that. It's really crazy. I also got this Sephora brush. Like I already told you, I only use 2 brushes. That's it. I don't have 18 brushes for one face. Why? I got one to put on my foundation and concealer, and I got one to put on my translucent powder to finish my face. So this powder is perfect for people that've got oily skin, because it mattes your face like nobody's business. Also, guys, a little tidbit, always take off the little excess. And I don't bake. Like, it looks ridiculous when I see people with all these things underneath their eyes, like for 15 minutes baking. Why? You don't need to do that. You know why I don't bake? Because I got dry skin. So if I'm baking and leaving all that powder underneath my face, you know what I look like? A freaking crusty clown. Literally, a crusty, musty clown. You can see all the lines once it starts to settle into your skin. Your concealer looks a hot ass mess. So that's why a girl doesn't bake. I got dry skin. I guess for those of you that have got perfect skin, maybe you can bake, but I can't bake, so I don't bake. So while we do our lip, I'm going to do some more Fat Family questions. The next question comes from the Beautifuls, and she wants to know what made me become a vegetarian. That's actually a fun story. So I got married 5 years ago. And of course, I wanted to be fit and bombass.com in my wedding dress. I had read this book that the easiest way to lose weight fast when you want to get married is to go vegan. So I went vegetarian up until my wedding, which was like 6 weeks. And I ended up losing a lot of weight. And so that's what, once I saw like you can for real lose weight when you become a vegetarian, not only that, you just feel healthier and better. That's when I made the complete lifestyle change. Now, if you do follow me, you've seen all my videos, you know, because I have cyclic vomiting syndrome, the doctor has made me incorporate chicken back into my diet a few times a week just because a girl doesn't want to die. I don't want to be in the hospital. Y'all have no idea what it's like to spend 6 days in the hospital doing nothing but vomiting out your guts. So yeah, I'm sure you would eat chicken too. So this is my favorite lip palette. I actually got this from Marshall's. Guys, if you don't know this already, let me tell you. If you don't want to spend all them coins for quality makeup, take your little ass to Marshall's, Ross, TJ Maxx. They got them all. So anyways, this is actually an Urban Decay palette. And I love Urban Decay because they are a vegan makeup line. So if you're into that, get yourself some Urban Decay. I always, as you can see, always just use these two colors here because they're red and it matches, you know, my natural makeup that I've got going on. So I do it like a lip stain. I actually learned this from my best friend, Brittany. Shout out to you, girl. You take your little finger and I'm going to go a little darker today and just dab. I'm a dabber, period. Just dab. And then dab, 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 dab. And this is going to give you a very natural lip color without having on actual like full-on lipstick. Look at that. You can see a nice red tint without it being a full red lip. Let's get into another Fat Family question while I show you guys how I put on my final lip step with my lip gloss. This question comes from Get Gal. So how are my acting gigs going? Well, honestly, it's been slow because of COVID, and I haven't been getting a lot of bites. I do have some really exciting news that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, but it's not going to be in this video, so stay tuned for that. So I will share a little bit with you guys just because I love you guys so much and you've been here with me from the very beginning of my journey. I did get an agent. So stay tuned for that news, guys. Okay, it's time for these edges. Always comes down to this Eco Styler gel. Y'all already know it's a staple. And I love this Pattern Beauty edge control brush because it's got combs on one side and a brush on the other side. Okay, guys, it's time for another Fat Family question while I do these edges. And this one comes from Alex Poirier, 18. And she wants to know, will you come visit Canada after the pandemic? Well, guess what, Miss Alex? I got a little something to tell you. My sisters, they're twins. They are actually graduating this year from high school. And so we are thinking for a family trip as their graduation gift to make a trip to Canada. My dad really wants to take us to see Niagara Falls. I want to see Toronto. I'm just trying to be wherever Drake is. But anyway, so yes, the answer to your question is yes. We are planning a trip to Canada. We'll see if it actually happens. Y'all know the way things are with traveling and COVID. You just really don't know. It's gonna sweep right on through. Right on through. And this is why I do this after my makeup because I can't stand when I do my edges before I do my makeup and then I have to redo them because I've messed up my baby hairs because I put my foundation on. So always, ladies, a little tidbit. Go ahead and do your baby hairs after you've done your makeup. While I get these baby hairs laid, it's time for another, and I believe this may be the last Fat Family question, and this comes from JChay220. She wants to know my favorite improv suggestion word. If you guys don't know, which I don't know if I've actually shared this with you guys, but I study improv at UCB LA. It's the best school for comedy improv. There's also Groundlings, but Groundlings is the best for character study improv. And because I love making you guys laugh, I felt that UCB was the better school for me. So to answer the question, my favorite improv suggestion would have to be banana. And you're probably like, why? Just because I just think the word banana is super fun. I mean, you can use it in so many ways, so many different ways. Banana nut crazy. You can be talking about penises. You can be talking about monkeys. I mean, it can go anywhere with just the word banana. Okay guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my Get Ready With Me video. My plan is to do more videos like this, show you guys some of my favorite products.
Also guys, hit the notification bells and maybe me and Alana will give you a shout out.
What he said! Also guys, as always, smile, share, and subscribe. And nugget! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below.